How can we feel so good about ourselves one day and then the very next day question exactly who we are and what our worth is? Self-confidence. How do we attain it? Is there really something I can do to improve it? Yes, there is.
So good news, guys. Self-confidence is like a muscle. It's something that you build and work on and work on. The more you work on it, the stronger it becomes and the better you feel about yourself. Yes, there are some people that naturally are more self-confident than others, and they were just kind of born that way. But for the vast majority of us, it's something that you have to work on. I'll tell you on a personal level, there are days that I'm just on top of the world, and then I could literally wake up the next morning and just feel like a complete loser. Like I have no direction in my life, I have no idea where I'm going. And it is incredible how we do that to ourselves, how one day can be like magical and on top of the world, and the next day you can just be in the slums just wanting to throw in the towel. The best thing that I can tell you today, no matter how bad your day is or how low you're feeling about yourself, you can literally turn that around the very next day or the very next moment. It's all up to us and the work that we're willing to put into it. So if you're someone who struggles with your self-esteem and self-confidence, I want you to know that there are bigger and brighter days ahead of you, and seriously guys, you can turn this around. It is all up here. And so if you're willing to put in the work, you can definitely raise that self-esteem and self-confidence. And today I'm going to share some tips on how you can do that, on how we can all do that. So my first tip is fake it till you feel it. Whether you're feeling self-confident or not, if you can carry yourself like you are, walk into a room with confidence, head high, wave at people, even if you're not feeling it inside, if you can muster up the energy to fake that feeling, you will eventually start believing it yourself. It's kind of like someone who lies a lot, they'll believe their own lies. Well, if you can fake your self-confidence enough, you will fake your way to believing it. And you may have a different opinion about this, but I definitely know that this one works. This next idea, I got it off of a blog, and I would have never thought of this one as a way to build your self-confidence, but it was so true and it brought back all these memories. But this next tip is don't gossip. Okay, so you may hear that just like me and think, how does not gossiping build your self-confidence? When you're sitting around gossiping and just being negative and talking about all these things, you're gonna walk around and feel so self-conscious when you walk out that door and feel like these people aren't your friends. Who knows if they're talking about you? But if you can manage to not gossip and not talk bad about people when you're in big groups of circles, like we all need our times to vent to our girlfriends, I definitely agree with that. But don't sit around and be around negative people who gossip, because you're gonna start to feel worse about yourself. Next, make a to-do list of some goals that you would like to accomplish. I'm not talking about being a celebrity one day, writing a book, not things like that. Small things. Fold all the laundry, finish my scrapbook. Then you can have some big goals too, record an album, whatever your big dreams are, you can do those too. But make this a small list. Maybe it could just be 5 things that you would love to accomplish. Heck, I've been dying to finish wiping off the dust from all my blinds. I haven't gotten around to it, but maybe if I put it on a list and then finally check that off, I would just feel so much better that my blinds are finally all dusted, but I haven't gotten around to it. So small things like that that make you feel accomplished, like you just accomplish something. It doesn't have to be whatever the world or everyone else thinks is a big thing. Something personal to you. What would make you feel better if you finally got around to doing this? Start checking off those goals and you're gonna see your self-confidence rise right up. Next, make peace with your body, guys. You know it feels good when you work out, eat right. It's a constant struggle, reminder, play it week to week. Don't set out for a month, I'm not gonna eat any carbs or things like that. Just play it week to week, make better choices. You know that working out and eating right makes you feel better, then just do it. So if we're willing to do our part, our self-confidence and self-esteem can turn right around, and that's the beauty, and that's the good news today, girls. I don't know why today I just have a really strong impression that I want to tell you that I know that God lives and that He is real. I'm even getting emotional thinking about it, but I just felt this strong impression that I needed to share this with you today. And He literally is looking down on us and knows exactly what we're going through in our lives, and He is waiting with open arms to help us out and to answer our prayers. If we would just humbly come to Him, You are never alone. You always have someone to turn to. So I just want you to remember that. I know that He lives. I know He's real. And I can personally attest that He answers prayers. And that miracles still do happen today. Okay, girls. I love you. Thank you so much for watching me every week. Bye.
Something's gotta give, something's gotta change.